Wait until some guys show up. Hmm. Sometimes you wonder if they have the bell. Hi, Ron. How you doing? I'm doing a how-to on sketch building a chassis for Pro Stock or Pro Street or Pro Mod. This is number 9. I figured nobody else has done it, so I figured, well, I might as well do it. I tell you, it's a lot of work. Can you hear me? This is the project I'm working on. Okay, that's good. Well, anyways, I got some progress on the chassis. I made the shock tower angles on each end, and I used I think L-shape styrene for it. I put a bracket here and a bracket here for the transmission, and this one here is for the shocks, for the back shocks. As you can see, it's starting to look like a roll up chassis. Hi, Jeff. Welcome. And it fits like a glove. It fits really well in the car itself. Like I made that mark there. That's where the shocks would go. So, and I extended the tunnel. I have to clean this up so it's level. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'll be making the A-arms and the struts for the front for the next time around. But that's as far as I got. I figure I'd show a little progress as I go along. Funny, Jeff. I'm not a jailbird anymore. I just don't hang moons anymore on the screen. Maybe that's probably what the problem was. But that's how far I got. I'm using this motor. That's from Ross Gibson, which he died a couple years ago. He was a good friend of mine. And so these arms here, out of focus. These pieces of rod here, that's for the motor mount. So I got to make a motor mount. I'll show you guys how I do that too. So this is basically going to be all scratch built. Yeah, maybe the next time I'll wear a black and white shirt, Jeff, just for you. And I'll show you that big ball with the on the end of it. But anyways, yeah, I had to extend the tunnel. What I use is a 1/2 inch rod. It's hollow, of course. And then I just extended it in the middle, so it would fit over the tunnel. The only photo which I'm going to use for this is the linkage for the transmission and for the pedals, and that's it. Everything else is going to be scratch built. Yeah, with stripes. Yeah. Yeah, it's a different transmission that I put on it, Jeff. I think it's a transmission from, I believe it's the 76 Nova kit that they said it was pro stock, but really it wasn't. But I'll once I start wiring the motor, if you guys want to see that, I'll do that too. But I'm looking into doing it from the beginning to the end. So and like you use a lot of this rod, so be prepared to spend a bit of money on the rod. And that's number 222. I'm still waiting for my other styrene rod. It's a little bit thinner than this, so I can make the bracing to go in here. I do it totally different than other people. Like I put the floorboard in and then built the roll bar on it. I find it a lot easier that way. And the same as what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put plastic on here and then build up the rest of the roll cage that way. Why don't you send me a straight jacket? Yeah, that's what I'm using, Ron. I'm using yeah. Yeah, 0.062 rod, and then there's another rod I need that I just ordered. Uh, 211, 0.040 rod, and that's for the bracing. Okay, Jeff. Thanks for dropping in anyways. Yeah, that's what I'm using, and I use this plastic wall. I don't have that, I use lacquer thinner. That melts the plastic too, or MEK, which I don't like to use because it just smells up the whole place. And I just finished my 66 Suburban. It's on my YouTube channel right now with the scratch built drag bike. So what have you been up to, Styrene Junkie? As you can see, from the drawing, everything lines up. So this line here, this red line is the center of the wheel, of the front wheels. This red line in the back is the center line of the back wheels. Like if you go by the drawing, you never have a problem. One guy asked me, how do you draw it on paper? I guess you get all kinds of questions. So I told him, I said, well, you draw it on. You measure it. If you can measure, and this body is nice. Uh, this comment came from Mike Coleman on Facebook. It's Colt. I'm doing the rod shop. I'm looking for the hood scoop. I posted on Facebook, but it seems like everybody likes my picture, but didn't answer my question. So, so Ron, did you see my 66? This is a better webcam now that I got. Way better. Oh yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, I have a very small place here. My place is probably like 400 square feet, so I got to do with what I got. Like I'm kind of surprised that I got all these kits in here, and I had enough room for it all. I just got myself a food dehydrator, and I'm just trying to figure out how many of the trays I got to remove and how long you leave the body in and all that stuff. I think if you look at my 66 Suburban, I think you'll like it. Okay, that's good, Ron. So yeah, you're at work now, right? I was hoping to retire this year, but with our new government, they don't allow you to retire before you're 65, so which really sucks because I'm ready to pack it in now. Okay. Well, that's good. So, yeah, you're feeling a lot better now, Ron, after that, surgery you had a while ago on your hip, I think it was? Been trying to get that House of Color paint here. Holy crap, man. Over 20 bucks for 1 bottle. That's crazy. I got a I've got a whole set of these paints. I haven't tried them yet. I'm itching to try them. Haven't tried them yet. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm doing like a series of this build up, and I'm not going too far ahead, so I don't want to confuse the new members or people that want to try it for the first time because it's something that it's not for everybody. But you could basically use this kind of idea for I don't know a custom frame for a custom or whatever because it works for everything. Yeah, I got it, but I haven't cut the trays out yet, but it's got a temperature gauge on it, and it goes from 95 and up. So I don't know how long you leave the body in there for, or what's the story. I have no idea. Yeah, we can't. It's hard for us to buy from the States now because now we have to pay customs charge, even if it's sent as a gift. So it's a double whammy. It's bad enough we have to pay the shipping and exchange and all that. uh, I'm 61. I don't look it, but I am. But I walk a lot. I walk probably about 10 miles a day, so sometimes more. That's good. That's good to hear. I know you were in a lot of pain for quite a while there. Yeah, I bought this food dehydrator for 15 bucks. I figured, well, for 15 bucks, it can't go wrong. It's got four or five trays in it, so it'd be big enough for a body or so. That'd be great. That'd be great. More. I like to get some of the candies or the pearls. That's what I like to get. Like anything. I just like to try it. Yeah, I finally got myself a respirator. Yeah, it does. It does. I just ordered one of those contour gauges. for doing your tubs. So that's going to come in handy. I hope it comes in soon. So I like to show the guys how I make my tubs. Yeah, it does give a lot of opportunities. Like you can even make like the back part and and add it to the frame if you want, you know. But I figured nobody else has done something like this, so I figured, well, I've built quite a few of them, so I might as well, you know. It's a lot of work, setting up for, you know, how to show people how to do it. I'm just glad that this webcam is working better. Okay, that's what I figured. Some people say leave it overnight and you should be okay. As soon as you don't smell the paint, then you're okay. I'm just scared to melt the body or whatever. No, with my luck, I'll probably melt it, have a sunken roof the next day. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I heard about that, Ron. I know you were in pain for quite a while. I've got a plastic ankle. I've had a plastic ankle now over 30 years now. And when I went to surgery, they told me 75% chance I wouldn't be able to walk again. Well, I proved them wrong. I'm walking more now than I ever did before. Go figure. That's what happens when you drop almost 1,000 pounds on it. They opened me up and they couldn't find my ankle anymore. It was just shattered. I was out for 2.5 years just to learn how to walk again. Yeah, whatever paint you can send me, that'd be great, Ron. Yeah, I heard you can mix it too, which is a bonus. You ever try that Pearl X, like a powder that you add to the paint or something? Yeah, I've been buying a lot of tools lately from Michael Martin. I got some neat freaking tools, I tell you. Sure wish you can get your street rod built, the one you had problems with before you left the scene for a little while. You ever tried this paint, Ron? No, it won't focus. Extreme metal. Freaking great paint. It's the only metal paint I use now, but it's expensive, like 16 bucks a bottle. So, but it goes a long way. I got everything in my bedroom, so yeah, I haven't been able to find that Pearl X here powder. I guess I would have to get it online or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to try it one day. I love using the airbrush. I got a Passe H, but I want to get a Passe Teflon airbrush, double action. It's what my next purchase will be. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Don Yotes does that, mix it in there clear. So he's a great painter, I tell you. Great painter. The results he gets from testers paint, unbelievable. Yeah, Michael Mart. I bought this tool for removing mold lines and seam marks. And I got this also from him. I got this about 15 years ago and I just started using it now. And I got this one too. And here's my homemade jig. That's for doing my chassis. Oh, that'd be great. I can't wait until you finish that, Ron. Yeah, I knew it was a street ride. I wasn't sure what year it was. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I thought somebody was at the door. Is that an American outfit, I guess, Ron? Because they're starting, companies in the States are starting to charge us custom service on top of the shipping charge, which is almost double. So it's crazy. We have a hard time getting a lot of stuff up here. I don't know why, but so much for the free trade, I guess. I'll have to check them out. Is it pricey to get Rolex or no? Hey Zeno, I already did my update, so you have to watch the beginning of it. Sorry you missed that part, but you can always watch it later. Yeah, I only worked 4 hours last night, so I figured, well, I was gonna do this on Wednesday, but then I'll probably get too far ahead with this project, and I didn't want to get too far ahead because then I'll just confuse everybody that's in the room or anybody that watches it after. Oh, did you? Good. How do you like it? Lots of good stuff in there. Yeah, lots of toys. Yeah, yeah, you got that right. I just I just did another purchase with him. I bought the punch set and the plier set to make hinges and whatnot. So, and it's surprising that the shipping from them is not that bad. I think it's like $8 here to Canada, so it's not too bad. Yeah, the punch set, well, you'll like that. You know, it'd be great for making pulleys and gauges and cutting out your gauge faces and things of that nature. That laser cutter looks pretty interesting too, but too much for me. Well, guys, I'm gonna cut this off. I gotta get ready for work soon and whatnot. So, okay, Ron, I was about to close up anyways. Thanks for coming in, and I hope that you check out my '66 Suburban, and I'll catch you later. Okay, Zeno. Well, watch it later, Zeno. Okay, and take care. And thanks a lot for watching me do what I do. And have a good night. Bye for now.